Usually when you do networking, there's two types of networking if you really, really try to think about it. The first type is a type where you're trying to add someone to your life that's going to bring you some benefits by introducing you to someone that's going to benefit you for your business or your endeavors. They can get you this job or they can get you connected to this person. That's one type of networking. The other type is this person that you're going to meet, and when you meet this person, you guys are going to have a conversation, and that conversation is going to bring you insights and value that's going to permanently benefit you. This is the type of conversation where your wisdom level, your skill level, your knowledge level permanently goes up thanks to them and what they just told you. That's another type of networking, and that's a deeper type of networking. Usually, it's hard to find these people, and I want to today in this video kind of put you on some of the ways you might up your chance of finding these people. All right. So for starters, a lot of you guys think networking is draining because to you it's going to these events, adding people on LinkedIn, and then never talking to them ever again. You guys never really had a deep conversation to start with. You guys really just kind of quickly connected on some similarities, and you're like, oh yeah, we're both in this program, let's connect. All right, cool. But it's just like Tinder. This is very surface level. You need to really find some other places where you don't expect yourself to be networking, but that's where you actually meet some of the most interesting people in your life. In other words, do not underestimate the little side missions you go on in life, because they will bring a lot of value to you for your main missions in life. And you will not expect some of these places where you're going to meet some amazing people. Sometimes it's straight up at a party. But honestly, when I'm telling you this now, you're like, oh, obviously, I'm not surprised. Of course, I could meet someone cool at a party that's going to actually be some absolute beast in business that's going to help me grow as a person and as an entrepreneur, for example. No, obviously, right? Well, here's another one that people don't really talk about usually, sport clubs. But now that I say it again, it's going to make sense. That's, for example, where a lot of these rich folks, they meet their business partners too. Like the golf course or tennis clubs. Obviously, they don't just like to hit balls all day. They will meet people there that's going to benefit them. I do dragon boating, and for the last 3 years, I've been doing dragon boating. And we have a lot of gold medals. All right? A lot of gold medals. That's besides the point. Dragon boating is fun. And I killed 2 birds with 1 stone doing dragon boating. I didn't expect I was going to be doing that, because I only thought I'm doing dragon boating because, it's a sport and I want to stay to a certain extent healthy, because I don't do enough sports when I'm at school, but in the summer I have time, so I do dragon boating in the summer. Cool. For the first 2 years, I was mostly just doing dragon boating for that. But this year, we have a new coach, and this coach is straight up younger than me by a year or 2. He's like 21, I think. He's in pilot school, but at the same time on the side, he's running a business. He's running a business that's pulling in $50,000 of profit every month. Can you believe that? At 21, your business is pulling 50K. That's insane. I was having a conversation with him, and that's how I learned about that. And then I was telling him about how I'm trying to build this startup of mine this summer. And I was asking him all these questions, and he guided me through a lot of the things, do's and don'ts, on how to get this thing done. From a dragon boating coach, if I didn't join the sports club, none of this would have happened. I would still be on Google trying to figure things out by myself, right? Conversations are way more valuable sometimes than just personal research. It's curated, right? They already curated their knowledge. They just pass down that wisdom straight to you. That 1 minute conversation is like hours worth of game, days, months worth of game. All right. So that's the whole point of these conversations. We're not really surprised about sports clubs though, because if you want to be doing sports, chances are that team is filled with pretty motivated people. All right. Motivated people are going to be doing things in their life, right? Outside of sports. So I'm not surprised. And then I always ask around, right? Ask around your sports team what everyone does outside of, the team. You're going to learn, oh, this guy's in like this industry, this other person's in the other industry, and they're all big shots in the industry for some reason. Don't be surprised. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities that open to you. So not only are you going to meet people who literally are going to have valuable conversations with you, you're also possibly going to meet the next person that's going to hire you if you play your cards right. However, don't forget about one thing. If you're trying to network with this person, you can't look like a leech. You don't want to be a leech. You don't want to be a parasite, okay? You need to show that you have something to offer to them too. Value, all right? Tangible, intangible, whatever it is, you need to show that you're an interesting person for them also. That's today's video. It's not too long. That's all I had to say. Go join a sports club. Go on little side missions, random ones, and just talk to people. Ask about them. Learn from them. There's so many things you can learn from people. Every single person, they're going to be able to give you some type of value.